Hello, everybody. It's Max with Crypto Talk. Now, on the live show, the Max and Larry show, we actually discussed the latest of what was happening with the canceled hashtag Pump VGX 29 event. If you are a little late to the news in that regard, or maybe you are caught up, we thought we would go ahead and release what happened the other day in regards to the news from Metaform Labs regarding VGX. So, if anything, let's jump right into that. So, as we can see right here, does go into detail in regards to all this. So, for one, it says after more recent events and some unshared information from two of our internally sourced investors, we had for the hashtag Pump VGX 29 or July 29 movement, we will no longer be affiliating, ourselves with VGX or VYG VQ. This would mean we are no longer buying into VGX nor stock going forward. Now, there's a little bit more info in regards to this. It says we understand that we had attempted through numerous ways to move both VGX and stock price. We rallied as many forces as we could, got media coverage, and we had Voyager users' interests at heart all the way. We understand that we will have a lot of hate for pulling out of the event movement. However, we can hold our heads high. We did try to make a difference, and it did work. Now, just take a moment to reflect on that. Their goal was $5, right? And we have to be realistic when it comes to all this, real, basically, right? They didn't achieve those goals, and if anything, they at least tried to make a stab at it. I'll give them credit where credit's due. A lot of people feel as though, they didn't need their help and so on. We did better without their help. If you're that type of person, hey, we can agree to disagree in that regard. But nonetheless, again, this is more like, recognizing that they decided to cancel it for whatever reasons behind it. So there's a little bit more. It says we did manage to bring some hope and excitement back for at Invest Voyager, which is being tarnished by both at SBF, FTX, and person's user handle right now. The information we have received has been the final push to make us stop operating on VGX and VYGVQ. Although we could have easily gone ahead with the hashtag Pump VGX July 29 movement, having secured over $11.5 million for the movement, the current situation and the information we received would make it commercially unjustifiable for both us and buyers. And I would agree with that for the most part. They would have maybe seen it go up a little bit, but not enough where it would have threaded the needle, I guess you could say, at that point. And if anything, it would have been a waste. That's just my humble opinion. On top of that, it says current discussions and information provided to us suggest that both VGX and VYGVQ will be either A, diluted or B, liquidated. Therefore, we are now going to stop our VGX and stock movement and events until further news shared by Voyager. And of course, there's some backlash from the community, like this person right here. Now, paper hands will sell, VGX will pump, laughing. Believe me, it's a signs before a hurricane. Like this person's like going, like, bye-bye, peace out. I mean, some of it's kind of like, take it as you will, rude or whatever. But nonetheless, the way I look at it is, when we see basically things like the price is about down at like a penny and so on. Let's face it, before this movement happened, you saw, I'm gonna streak this down actually. You basically saw, VGX go from 14.5 cents. Some people even from our community did well. A couple people that I know of, and they even announced on the live stream that they did well. Going from 14.5 cents to riding up to like 88 cents. Some people did as much as 94 cents. They did great. I mean, so for those type of people who got a position, a decent sized bag, if you will. That was, I won't say it's life changing, but if anything, to get anything going on in this bear market that we were in is very, very significant to say the least. Now, as far as going further, the way I personally look at it is like this: we should still follow this. And the reason for it is because, if anything, it's still a distressed asset. You're still looking at possible opportunity that could be ahead in regards to this. Now, just because Metaform Labs and their investors back out of this doesn't necessarily mean that there isn't going to be another investor group that comes in and recognizes the opportunity. You got to keep in mind a lot of times there's scenarios, for instance, in which they could buy this for 70 cents on the dollar. Those type of scenarios. Now, granted, um, you have to keep in mind like the current price as far as the crypto. That's a different story, right? We're sitting at roughly 39.40 cents. But the whole idea is, um, a different investor group could be offered a different price, and they might actually come in and do the same type of thing and not even call it an event. And of course, when we find out more about that, we'll be more than glad to bring that to you guys. But that is the latest in regards to what's going on with that canceled event for hashtag pump VGX29. Uh, Sad to see it. I, of course, was personally invested into it. Maybe you guys were as well. I have chosen not to sell my position yet. But if I feel as though the thing was going to maybe go in the other direction here soon, I don't know. I'm kind of on the fence. I'm kind of undecided, just like a lot of you guys are in that regard. So if anything, guys, let me know what you guys think in the comments. Do you feel as though that we are going to, like I mentioned, going to have a different investor group come in? You guys feel like there's word on the grapevine that it's going to be happening soon? I mean, a lot of times you guys, may have heard certain things. So I will, of course, love to hear from you in the comments. So like, comment, subscribe if you haven't done so already. And if anything, check out our daily live show, whether it's the Max and Larry show or it's the earlier show with Larry. We have one at 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Pacific. Believe it or not, we're doing really, really well. About like in the top 5 live stream shows, we consistently get anywhere from 150 to 200 concurrent connections. On top of that, sometimes we go way over that. Like the other day, we had about 220. So if you would love to watch a live show, great. We'd love to see you. Come on over. And if anything, thank you so much again for watching today's video on Voyager. On behalf of Larry, myself, and everybody else at Crypto Talk Now, you all have a blessed day, and we'll see you on the next one.